Okay. Let's try this again. Okay. Can I see me? Am I there? Hello? Stupid thing's in the way. Okay, I think I can see me. Maybe a little bit lower. Before it snaps out of place and breaks. Okay, I think that's good. I don't know. Fuck it, who cares? Yeah, my muffler fell off today, so that's awesome. So that's probably what you can hear all... Whoops. Awesome! I'm on a race car. Yep, I'm gonna get the fuck out of Dodge. Whew, what a day. Alright, so here we are, another edition of Driving Home After Work. It's nice and dark out at 4 o'clock, it's awesome. No, not really, I hate daylight savings. It's not saving daylight, it's losing daylight, so why the fuck did they call it that? Beats the piss out of me. So stupid. I vote against daylight savings. Let's just keep time the same. Weird. Awesome. Sheriff. So, hopefully they don't hear my awesome race car. Here we are. Another fine driving home edition. And today I wanted to talk about what's been kind of happening locally. I just drove through a section of town that's lately become a kind of, I don't know, it's like a slum, it's like a slum, kind of. And it never used to be. It used to be a nice area with nice houses, big time houses, but they've all been converted into apartments, and I think that certain area has been converted into what do you call it? Public housing, like they do public housing shit. So there's that area. There's another area that is like perpendicular to that area. It's really gone downhill. It's like, oh my god. So just walking around, downtown. I mean, it's always been a very, very I don't know. The people have always been happy, and the people have always been nice. But now it's like sketchy, and now it's like, I don't want to go down there. And now the homes are, when you visit, when you drive downtown, all these homes have like broken windows. They're boarded up. Last year there was a huge drug bust. They taped off the whole street because of all this bullshit that was going on. And they found like weapons and drugs and all this other shit. I'm like, holy crap, this is like so not supposed to happen in this area. This is not what we're normally used to. It's always been very quiet. So there's so many areas now that are, and I hate to really just, bash people, or, I don't want to sound mean or anything, but god damn it, the fucking town's gone to shit, and it's all around public housing. It sucks, because these people that go in there, I get it, there's some people that really need help. There's a lot of people that need help. But when you look at the people, half of them are either labeled as single white males with a baby mama, and mama's at work while daddy's smoking butts and drinking beers, taking care of the baby all day. They got like chains and tattoos and piercings and shit. It's like, dude, what the fuck? And they're living off the system. They don't do squat, and they get free public housing, or whatever you call it, vouchers or something like that for public housing. And then the public housing, it turns into a fucking shithole. These people just, I don't know what they do, but the houses end up being condemned. All the windows are broken. All the stuff has been trashed. These houses are now junk, as you call it. And it's like, what the hell are you supposed to do? So let's just say, for instance, I'm a homeowner, and I no longer need my home, and I'm in an area where rent is in demand. Let's just say I get a state, I don't know, I'm sure they get some kind of state thing to turn your house into an apartment. So for low-income housing, and you get a, whatever. I'm sure there's like a huge benefit for that, right? Otherwise people wouldn't do it. So there's all these homes that used to be nice, 2-story, giant homes that were converted into apartments, and there's like a whole section, a whole street that's been converted into apartments. And over time, these apartments, one by one, have been dismantled and destroyed and just fucked up. It just sucks to see this happening. And what do they? What can you do about it? After they've been destroyed, they just sit there for months on end because nobody wants to fix it. Nobody wants to put repairs into a home that's just going to get trashed again. So for years this has been happening, and now the state has put in I don't know if it's a law, but it's a whatever, and now the property owners are held liable for damages. It's like, well, the state gave me benefits for giving public housing people a chance to survive, but then all these people are fucking up the houses and destroying them. So why the fuck would I want to pay out to repair these houses when they're just going to get destroyed? So now all these property owners are probably like, what the fuck? Take it. I don't fucking want it. I know I would. Fucking screw it. Let it foreclose. It ain't worth keeping. That's for sure. If I gotta spend $50,000 to repair the house, fuck it. It's not worth keeping. I'll take that money and invest it into something that's, worthwhile. That's my fucking gripe here. Is public housing has totally destroyed the neighborhood, for one. There's sketchy people walking around with their fucking pit bulls and tattoos and piercings. I mean, I'm not against tattoos by any means. I have a few myself. But when you're gloating around town with your fucking, pit bull and your fucking glassed over eyes and you're looking like a sketch ball, well, then there's a fucking problem, So, Jesus, people. It's aggravating to see your town just get dismantled one by one, piece by piece, by all this shit, all this crap and there's an area downtown where the bus comes, the central bus. We never used to have public transportation up until just a few years ago. That's how far out we are. As far as we just got public transportation a few years ago. So now there's a central area in downtown where you get the bus, where people get dropped off, and this is location. And that area alone is wicked sketchy. I mean, it's like, ew, you see people walking around there like you don't want to fucking bump into, It's too bad. The whole fucking neighborhood's been turned to shit because of public transportation and public housing. I think that's the root of all this bullshit that's in our town. And then, not only that, record number of break-ins. There's a record number in not just private homes, but businesses in downtown. There's a record number of drug use. It's skyrocketed. I mean, we're in the hometown of the drug called bath salts. It's like, what the fuck? And then on top of that, we have break-ins and drug use and pharmacy break-ins. There's always a pharmacy being robbed somewhere, and it's crazy the amount. And I know a few people that work in pharmacies, and there's always somebody trying to fucking get the oxys or get the fucking the high-end drugs. They go from drugstore to drugstore to drugstore to drugstore. They keep going until they get caught. It's crazy. And these drugs are just painkillers. I took painkillers when I had my wisdom teeth taken out, and I'm like, hey, I don't give a fuck about pain. But would I pay like $50 a pill for it? Fuck no. I'd fucking rather buy a fucking joint for $10, and fucking get stoned for a week. I fucking take a painkiller? That's fucking stupid. I just don't get it. I just totally don't get the opiates. I really don't. Especially over-the-counter stuff. It just seems just so pointless. But it's such high demand. It's sickening. So all these drugstores are getting broken into, and the cops are... the cops are... I don't know. I don't see them getting to the root of the problem. I see them, escorting the scruff away. Like, okay, it's time to move on, get out of here. It's a game that these people play. So the scruffies are out doing their thing, but they're not quite doing anything illegal. But they are, when they, So we have this pile of drug use, drug abuse, break-ins, theft. It's huge. And there are people that have such beautiful homes, and they're just like, I can't take it no more. They leave. They sell their homes because, for one, the property value goes down so much because there's so many crackheads around. So the property value goes down. They can't sell their home for shit, and they don't want to stay there because it's gotten so bad. So what's the cure? What do we do? Does the state invest in money in anti-drug campaigns? Do they invest the money in God damn it, the fucking, what do you call it, I don't know, heroin addicts have this treatment program that they can get into, but that just is just taking another drug to get off another drug, and then you have all that crap, and I think it's just, it's a sidestep. It's not a movement going forward. It's not a fix for the problem. I think we're just dancing around because nobody wants to deal with it, or the legal mumbo jumbo involved in it is just too much. And it's gone so far as, well, we can't just stop public housing, because what do we do with the people that really need it? We can't just stop benefits. What do we do for the people that really need it? There's a breaking point here, because the system has gotten so bad that they can't fix the problems, but but they also can't spend the money to go after the people that are abusing it. It's so fucked up. So the people that are abusing it, they're just going to keep on doing it. And they don't care about getting caught because they'll just continue to do it under another name, or they'll just, I don't know. It's just fucked up. The whole system's messed up, and I think the root of the problem, I mean, it's education. It certainly is a lot to do with education and the way that kids are brought up. If you're a drug abuser and you're living in public housing and you're raising 5 kids living off the state, well, those 5 kids are very, very likely going to continue the same fucking thing because they don't know any better. There's no programs out there that's going to teach these kids how to be better, how to educate themselves, how to go to school, how to enroll in classes and go to college, how to get better jobs. Fuck that. Why the fuck would I want to get a good job and pay all these taxes and while I could do nothing and live off the state? What's the incentive here? There isn't any. So there's your problem. The state isn't doing jack shit to fix the problem. So it's going to continue to happen and continue to happen. And they're just going to continue to put band-aids on the problem. They're going to put a small effort into people that are abusing the system, sure, because they have to. But it's not enough. It's just not enough. And the people that are abusing public housing, they're just going to continue to let these people just destroy these homes and destroy this for the people that need it. It is unfortunate, and that's my gripe for today. Is people that abuse the system, whether it's food stamps, it's there's so many state-funded programs that people can get into, and granted, there are a lot of people that do need it, and I have, and I don't wish anything bad upon them, but when I'm working and slaving away 40 hours a day, busting my balls just to keep food on the plate, and I have a full-time job and I can barely afford food, it just sucks. It really just sucks because I have a dinky home, I have a car that my muffler just fell off of, I can't fix it right now. Good night, folks.